Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Blu-rayDave back with another video. So by the time you're watching this, especially for the MCU community, hopefully you guys know that this day is extremely important. We've talked about this in the last year, actually, and just want to get straight to the point. So today actually marks the first 15 years since The Incredible Hulk came out. You guys know I love this movie. Like, Like I said, 10 out of 10. I am grateful and happy that we have a Hulk movie in the MCU. I hate it when, let's just say, fake MCU fans now, they say, oh, this movie's technically in the MCU. Like, hey, Marvel Studios contributed with this movie, so yes, this counts as a Marvel Studios film. And I am happy to hear that there are still some Edward Norton fans out there. Like, can we all agree that this is the superior Hulk? This was when Hulk was in his prime before he got the Disney treatment. Now, even back in the day when I found out, like before when the Avengers came out, when I heard that they recasted him as, what Mark Ruffalo, I thought, I don't know how this is going to go down. And it really bothered me by the fact, since he has been in these team up films, right? And people are saying like, "Oh, Hulk only works with the Avengers, like not with the solo outing." Like, no, like he was pretty much a side character, really. Not like he didn't act like as one of the main Avengers like he was supposed to be. Like, can you imagine if Edward Norton was still around? And apparently Edward Norton was quote unquote abusive behind the scenes of the Incredible Hulk. Just because somebody has better ideas than you, that doesn't give you the right to call them abusive. Like, Edward Norton had plans for a Hulk trilogy. Like, oh my gosh. Even Mark Ruffalo was one of the top contenders for this movie. Like, hey, if they would have gone with Mark Ruffalo, I would not be feeling the way I am, honestly. And of course, I know that, Hulk got nerfed, okay? Of course, I did like how he turned into Professor Hulk in Endgame, but it's. Come on, Disney. You need to be, like, aggressive and graphic with the Hulk because I know that Disney will turn him back into like his Hulk form because it has been confirmed that we will get a Hulk versus Wolverine someday. So that's still on the table, right? And literally, I thought the show She-Hulk was basically going to be the excuse, like a homecoming for the Hulk actors to come back. Like, we were told that William Hurt was supposed to be in the show. Like, where the heck was he? At least we got Tim Roth, Abomination. Abomination's been kind of big in the MCU lately. Like, not only he was in She-Hulk, but he was also in Shang-Chi. And who knows if he could show up in Thunderbolts. And, what makes me happy for Captain America 4? I think Captain America 4 is going to be the excuse for the homecoming of these guys. Like, we're getting Liv Tyler, like, finally, Betty Ross. Once that movie comes out next year, it will have been 16 years since we've seen her. I know technically we saw her in Marvel's What If, but that's in the multiverse, right? And the leader, we're finally gonna get the leader, guys. Like, finally, they care. And due to the unfortunate passing of William Hurt last year, Harrison Ford has stepped into his place. I could see him working as Ross, right? And it's really cool how, like, when William Hurt came back for Civil War, like, again, Disney cared because there's a lot of love for that character. Sure, we all know that Ross is an a-hole, right? But at least we have a genuine, like, care for the character, right? So ever since Civil War, he's been kind of like like sure he was permanent, but he kind of became, let's just say a main character, really. At least he's like the glue to the Hulk universe. Like, hey, you remember me from the 2008 film? Well, I'm back, right? So, who knows if we're going to see Red Hulk in Captain America 4. Um, so, hopefully the reports are true that Universal will give the rights of Hulk to Disney, because I'm pretty sure whenever you have an IP like this, you are contracted to make a movie of the same franchise every 2 years. Like with the X-Men, when Fox had X-Men, they had to make new X-Men movies like every other year, like yeah, every 2 years, right? Um, of course, with Disney, like they don't have a problem with that because the MCU is pretty much a household name now in Disney, so um, they know how to properly take care of it. And of course, just a little side note to this: Universal owns Namor, right? But in the MCU, like they nerfed him. They call him Namor, right? So Universal hasn't done crap with Namor. They never even made a film. So what's even the point of keeping the character if you're not going to make a movie? And apparently, I forgot this was going to be a thing. Apparently, the Hulk was supposed to have an ABC series. You know, when they were trying to develop more Marvel series, like, of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the first one to go, right? Like, to start the TV initiative. Um, but a Hulk TV series was on the table. Like, oh my gosh, can you imagine how high of a budget and production that would have been for ABC? The reviews, the ratings, they would go up. They'd be like, yes, this is like the best Marvel show ever. Like, well, I'm over exaggerating, but you guys get the point. Um, if any of you guys saw the season finale of She-Hulk, you guys know like she breaks the fourth wall, right? So she literally broke into Marvel Studios and she changed the ending of her last episode. Literally, she could have replaced Mark Ruffalo back with Edward Norton. Like, oh my gosh, can you imagine, guys? Again, there could be a possibility, but Disney, you need to treat the Hulk like a main character, like he was supposed to. He's one of the six Avengers, the original members of the Avengers, and you can't just. At least, like, I'm happy that they acknowledge stuff from the Incredible Hulk. Well, unfortunately, if you guys go to Disney Plus, guys, and if you go to the Marvel Legends section, they have a episode for Hulk, but they purposely didn't put clips of the Incredible Hulk in there. Like, I understand with licensing issues, right? Like, Universal, like, they could have at least reached out to Universal, like, hey, can we borrow this footage again? But of course, like, they don't want to confuse MCU fans. Like, oh, this guy, oh, he's nothing. Focus on Mark Ruffalo, right? Makes me upset. As an MCU fan, I am just really upset that they are not properly taking care of the Hulk. So, of course, again, by the time this video comes out, I will be expecting a crap ton of videos regarding the Hulk. Like, people are going to be saying, it's been 15 years since the Incredible Hulk came out in theaters. Like, what are the results now? Type thing, right? Yeah. At this point, the Hulk has become a really goofy dad, and I do not like that. However long you want to keep Professor Hulk, that's fine. But I know he's already repetitive, right? So just bring him back to his original state. This film means so much to me, guys. And yes, this film is better than Ang Lee's Hulk. I have no problem admitting that. I, I, I love that film too. And it feels like, in a way, this movie is a sequel to that, even though this is a reboot, right? Some people are speculating that that movie might have started the MCU before we even know it. Like, who knows? But I'm happy to also hear that there are reports of a potential World War Hulk movie. And if you're gonna do a Hulk multiversal film, don't retcon. Do not retcon this movie. Like, if you want Edward Norton back, don't have him come back as like a variant, right? Like, sure, some people would want to see the three Hulks come back, like again, Ang Lee's Hulk, Edward Norton, Mark Ruffalo, but it's just, it can't work. It just can't work. I also remember hearing a rumor about this when Disney Plus came out. People were speculating that what if Disney were to put the Incredible Hulk on Disney Plus, which we all know that's going to happen, but they're going to make a special edition where they could re-record the scenes with Mark Ruffalo. Like, again, it's as though Edward Norton's version didn't exist. Like, of course, I did appreciate the reference that Bruce made in She-Hulk when he said he was a different person, literally. So how would the MCU continuity explain that, right? And don't say a scroll. Like, oh, Edward Norton's Hulk has been a scroll all this time. Mark Ruffalo's the real one. Like, no. Mm-mm. So I can't wait to hear what the reports have to say with Hulk and Namor. Like, if Universal's going to give them up to Disney, because jeez, Disney, literally all you had to do was not nerf the Hulk. You and Edward Norton needed to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, come come across your distance. What? Wait, what? Not distances. Differences. Uh, you to overlook your differences and just play ball with each other. Okay. And there was this one tiny detail I never recognized in Ragnarok until like maybe a year or two or so ago. But like, somebody pointed out, like, the scar on Hulk's chest, it still remains the same from the Incredible Hulk when Abomination shoved his bone in Hulk. Like, they still care. And of course, with Namor in Disney right now, like, of course, Disney cannot make a Namor solo movie because, again, the rights issues, right? But I do believe that Disney will purchase both Hulk and Namor and do them justice. Proper character arcs. That's all I care about when it comes to these characters. I'm pretty sure Universal was planning out a Namor movie years ago. Who knows how that would have worked? I don't know. Would you guys would have preferred a Namor movie over Aquaman? Just just learning from experience, I guess. Like, would you rather enjoy that? I'm not saying Namor isn't nearly as perfect as Aquaman. We all know how Aquaman can hold his own, whether it's in comic book form or movie form, whatever. Like, Namor is basically the Aquaman ripoff. But again, would you guys would have preferred a pre MCU Namor movie? Imagine the content creators on YouTube like, oh, Namor is better than Aquaman because he had a better character arc. Like, oh, that like, oh, I could see it now. I thought Namor did okay in Wakanda Forever. And I guess I did like how they still kept him a bad guy because even though he had, him and Shuri had their differences, but at least they come to terms of agreement of keeping the peace. But in the one of the credit scenes, they still kept him evil. At least I'm pretty sure it was an A credit scene. Anyways, we all know that Disney can't really kill him off because like he's not a one off. All right, just like with the Hulk, you got to keep him. And hey, unless if Disney wanted to actually kill off the Hulk in Secret Wars, like let's say they already did come out with World War Hulk first and then Secret Wars after, because I mean we pretty much know that they're gonna kill off Thor because of Hemsworth's conditions. So I can't believe I'm coming to terms with this, but if you're actually going to kill the last remaining original Avengers, not only you have to kill off Thor, but yes, you would have to kill off Hulk and unfortunately Hawkeye. Because again, with Jeremy Renner's condition, like I haven't heard anything as of late if his leg has to get amputated or it's gonna get better. I know the Hawkeye will come back, but if Disney, well, I guess Disney is willing to kill him off, but you be killing off the rest of the Avengers like that. Well, for Steve Rogers, it's still unknown because I would love for him to come back in Secret Wars, still as an old man, but wearing his shield suit from the Winter Soldier and just kicking butt. Seriously. And if Disney really did kill him off, or if they're eventually gonna kill him off, then like I said, like it's the only way to make it fair, right, guys? I know, it sounds harsh. It sounds harsh. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree. Like, yeah, if since Tony and Natasha were killed off, might as well just get rid of the other four Avengers that started it all. Wow, this video is going way longer than I expected it to be. Again, who knows what Disney's gonna do with Hulk after these next few projects are coming out. Again, as an MCU fan, this really concerns me about the future of these projects. Like, I'm happy that they're making better projects and they're actually slowing down, taking their time, getting their crap together. If these titles would have come out during my high school years, teenage me would have been overly dramatic. Like, oh no, I have to wait a few more years for each and every one of these individual projects to come up. I'm like, again, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're taking their time. And of course, when Disney will eventually buy the rights for Hulk, like, we could all see. Well, yes, the Incredible Hulk Blu ray did get the Disney treatment. Um, this beautiful cover here, right? But, with the latest Disney covers, Blu ray covers, like, maybe they could re release it again, but, like, be like, oh, the multi screen edition, whatever it's called. Anyways, yeah, that's really all I have to say. So again, we'll have to see how this day goes. Again, this movie is especially important to me, like another important Phase One film. Because it wouldn't be right if the MCU did not have a Hulk movie. Some people might have another opinion, but like I said, like, I'm grateful that we have a Hulk movie in the MCU because this film matters, just like the rest of them in the Infinity Saga. Alright, guys, I'm going to sign off now. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please send the post notification bell, share my content if you haven't already. And, I'm still going to keep defending this film until the day I die. But let me know in the comments what you think of The Incredible Hulk. And if you love it or like it, tell me what this movie means to you. And if you saw in the theaters back on June 13th, 2008. I was 7 when this movie came out. Not even 8 yet. I think 7-year-old me would have loved to see this. Even as a little kid, I was aware of the Hulk, but never really got into the character until like 2010. Alright, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for bye, and may the Lord be with you guys. Always love you guys. Peace out, guys, and remember, Avengers Assemble. Alright, you have a good night, guys. Bye.